Okay, welcome to Tools and Trails. Today we're out by Sedona, so I'll show you some views here in a second. We got the group behind us. Got about 12 of us all gathered up today. So out there, got the jalapeno leading off. So I'm going to show you just a little bit of the views here, where we're going to be headed. We did the ranch loop here already, so we're going to be heading this direction. Once we take off here, we head back towards the mountains in that direction, and then we grab the power line and we just keep following it all the way up, clear up. Got the red cliffs up in the distance there, so that's where Robbers Roost is. So should be a good trip getting started here, so glad to have you along.
There's some attitude. I like that.
Well, the first trail of the day was the Powerline Trail. And the first part of this trail was pretty easy because we were just basically getting to the power line. So it was off through the prairie a little bit. But it wouldn't take long before this started to get difficult. As the trail starts to climb, as we head west, pretty soon we can start to see the power line in the distance. And at this point, the trail is going to make a right-hand turn, and we just follow the power line north. Now, this power line eventually winds its way up the side of Casner Mountain, but we wouldn't go that far. Now, one of the best things about this trail is that, not only do you get some great wheeling, as you'll see, but the views off to the east towards Sedona are about as good as they can get. Directly in front of us is Casner Mountain. We're not going to quite go up that one this time. We're going to save that for another time, but that is a trail we definitely want to do in the future sometime. right in between the goalposts. As we get fairly close to the end, this trail starts to get pretty difficult. Some of these hills are pretty steep and got some pretty good rock ledges in them, so you gotta take your time a little bit, pick the right line, but you should be able to make it through in just about any semi modified rig. But you're gonna work for it. You have first look at this one and you kind of wonder if you can make it or not, but we all did. Some of us just barely, but we all did. As we make our way to the north end of the Powerline Trail, we're just about ready to get to our next destination, which is Robbers Roost. So as we roll up there, we line up the Jeeps, and it's just a little short hike over to where the Robbers Roost is at. So kind of hard to find, but once you get over there, you are met with a spectacular view, and so just got to take it in for a little bit. Now, I really don't know the history behind this place, other than allegedly it was occupied by robbers and thieves in the 1800s, but I will give them this. It was a very defensible place, hard to find, and man, what a great view. So, somebody had to have some good taste along the line somewhere, but we sure enjoyed it. Well, with one look back at Robbers Roost in the distance, we were off to the next trail, the Outlaw Trail. Now, this trail kind of started out in the valley, climbed up a hill a little bit, kind of a rocky hill, not too bad. Once it got up on the mesa, it kind of just followed the mesa, and this trail kind of connected the Powerline Trail and the main road on that end of the valley over to the main road on the eastern part of the valley, which is where we were headed. So we just rolled with this one for a while up here. It was nice to see the scenery and fairly easy trail for a while.
I was wondering what you did.
After a short run down the main road, after finishing out the Outlaw Trail, we came upon our last trail of the day. We lost a few people. Some people had to head back home, but that's all right. We wanted to catch this one for a good way to end the day, Diamondback Gulch. Now this trail was going to prove to be a fun trail, not only for some of the challenges, but also some of the sun in our eyes, as you can see. Well, Jim found a rock that he had to test out the suspension and flex on Sasha. She did pretty good. I tell you, Jim's been pretty proud of this Jeep once we got the lift put on her, and for good reason. She does pretty good.
Just keep it going, okay? Okay, get you some. More. Okay.
Coaching the 17-year-old up the difficult hill here.
It does feel like
Well,
it does.
what goes down must come back up. Keep going. Stay right. More gas. Stay right a little bit. Stay right. Okay. We're gonna bump over this rock. Okay, left a little bit. Back right again. Left at the top. Okay, easy. Can't see anything, so. We can't see anything, so go left a little bit. Okay.
This is what's awesome about wheeling in Sedona. Just the views out here are incredible. So it's about 5:30 in the evening. We're currently working on a trail called Diamondback Gulch, and we've got this hill right here. That fence is about halfway, so we got a couple more Jeeps coming up, and sun's coming down, so when you crest this hill behind me, you're just completely blinded by the sun. So taking our time, but these bluffs like that, how do you beat that? Sun setting on those things is just gorgeous. Welcome to Sedona.
Well, as we finished out Diamondback Gulch, the sun was obviously coming down, so that meant we got to enjoy the sunset for a little bit. And for a few of us, that really didn't matter because we decided to go ahead and camp up in the area, and so it just meant getting back, enjoying the fire for a little bit and relaxing. Now the next morning, a couple of us decided to go see if we couldn't find a nice little spot down on Oak Creek somewhere, and wouldn't you know it, we found a really cool little spot next to the creek where we could just kind of walk in. The creek just flowed under these trees there, and it was really peaceful. Water was great, so we just hung out for a little bit, played in the water, and just enjoyed it for a time. Well, as it goes when you're four-wheeling in Sedona, the winter up here is the scenery. I mean, you just can't beat it. Everywhere you look, it's just beautiful country. And that's what makes it so fun, especially when it's hot down in Phoenix. This is definitely the place to go. So with that, about time to sign off here. And so hope you've enjoyed the trip. Please make sure you've pressed the like button, subscribe, and all that kind of fun stuff. We'll see you on the next episode of Tools and Trails.